Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode in Odessa the Dark Crusade. Tonight, the neonate Memnon is going to try and learn from the seat of his patron, Vasily, who had given him the opportunity to come to Odessa and apply his craft. Over the several months that Memnon has engaged himself in the business, he is looking towards the future of what might be not only his own domain, but the future as of the guild, its men, as an entire entity. Though Memnon not quite being one for politics, he's at least understanding that one should at least have a mind for it. So, yes, I would say that Memnon would have requested, probably through Gadawain, asking around during the day for Memnon to pay Vasily a visit at his home. Yes, Memnon needs to make a stealth check. Is that correct? To
Yeah. Roll it.
for success, I think. So, yeah, he heads towards, not sure which district Vasily is staying in, but Memnon successfully eludes the city's watch. And I believe when he arrives, Vasily's home, he'll make a rapid knock on the door, not trying to draw too much attention, cause too much noise.
The door quickly opens to reveal Vasily. Come on in, quickly.
Yes, Memnon won't hesitate to take him up on offer. Step in.
As the door is closed, guards round the round the corner on the other side of the road. You must have a death wish to come here at night. The guard patrols are constant.
This curfew has been hampering business. It is almost necessary, I think. But it's been a learning experience. I find myself being quite capable of quiet when necessary. But thank you for having me, Vasily.
By all means, take a seat. I might not see you after tonight where you're going.
Yes, Memnon will take a seat wherever Vasily gestures. And,
It's a fairly nice house, resources free.
say what?
It's a fairly nice house, about resources free level.
Oh, okay. Memnon looks the place up and down, nodding with approval. Yes. I just came to ask you if there's any way I could help further the guild's interests. I have been trying to find work opportunity for work for our men, other tradesmen, that this curfew has been out of character. What's the word I'm looking for? That this curfew has afflicted. I feel as though there is more I could do, though I'm still not quite familiar with politics of this city or its community leaders.
Well, I suppose that depends what guild in particular among us. I can tell you what's going on and see if you can use that to your advantage.
Please, by all means. I would like to know what does concern you.
What concerns me? Well, at the moment, the Merchants Guild. Right now, they're engaging in a very large land grabbing exercise. For the death of the plague. There are a lot of cheap homes long abandoned up for sale. They're buying them out and selling them for a profit. They're also using it to establish firmer relations with the Masons, paying them to repair these buildings where they can. They've had slow progress though. In areas such as the slums and Riverside, crime is so rampant that they rarely have the opportunity to do so safely. The Masons' business should be booming. But crime and vanity from the Merchants Guild are turning what should be an opportunity for them into a great mess. For you, a blacksmith, business should be booming as well. For military in town, this curfew should be nothing but a good thing.
It's a fair point. But
you can't get enough of your weapons, to be honest.
Thank you. I take that as praise. Though I must say, I kind of feel as if business should be booming, but not. I'm not going to leave the question open.
For smiths such as us, well, for smiths such as yourself, it is. Maybe you should look into mentoring the apprentices. It's a good way to earn some credibility, move up the ranks. Also ensures you a loyal base. You'll get yourself a lot of respect.
Might see Memnon perk up a little bit at that.
The blacksmiths haven't been taking advantage of the opportunity in open land in the way that the merchants have. Considering we already have a relationship with the Masons, it may be wise to do so. See if we can improve their situation of safety. Maybe it may even be worth arming them, but that will prove difficult. It would have to be permitted explicitly by the military.
Memnon
Overwatch,
is
we're
like,
always looking over the situation. But the military take precedence, I believe, right now.
as Memnon nods, he'll ask, who is the captain of the watch within the guild hall? That is someone I've been interested in meeting as of late, though I don't get around much, as you can see.
I'd say you get around quite a lot considering you're here.
Maybe not as much as I would like. It is, in my estimation, a would not be a trifling matter at all. I would enjoy teaching some of the new apprentices, helping them hone their abilities. When it comes to this matter of real estate, yes, I do think we could help Masons get a better benefit of it. I have some friends in high places. Perhaps I could talk to someone amongst the merchants themselves who could help fit the bill for any kind of armaments or defense, or to grease the wheels to keep their renovations going, keep them working. I think that would. I think that would be a good start.
Sorry, what's he suggesting? Because you're cutting in and out a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's just going over what Vasily had mentioned, and he just said perhaps he could speak to some of his friends who might have sway amongst the merchants to see if they could help fit the bill with either arming the Masons or greasing the wheels to have them better protected by the City Watch. Putting some theoretical ideas out there for Vasily to mull over or weigh.
If you think you can do it.
It may only be a matter of time. Yes. There, is my. Oh, man has more capability than an apprentice, but that man Gadwain that works under me, he is quite capable himself. I hope you wouldn't have any objection if you worked in tandem with me. With educating the other apprentices.
Pardon, didn't catch that last part, sorry.
That with educating the other apprentices.
As I said, educating the apprentices would do a lot for your own standing. You're already a quality smith, and everybody recognizes that. Now it comes towards something more larger scale, I suppose. After all, there are only so many swords and shields you can make. So many arrows to be fletched. And only so much need for them.
Of course, of course.
But teaching others how to do the same, spreading that talent and knowledge is something everybody can recognize and respect. It creates something of a legacy and expands your own accomplishments to other places. As these apprentices grow up and move on to become smiths of their own, they carry those teachings of themselves, and everyone benefits. Many more benefit with just yourself.
Does our whole have the space and capacity for learning on a larger scale, like a proper? I'm out of character. I'm not sure if they have universities just yet.
No, I mean, not in Edessa, but universities do exist. Just like there wouldn't be one for smithing at all.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to put classroom in this age's terminology.
They don't really. Not for what you're looking to do.
Right. Well, Memnon would put forth that if they don't have it, would the silly think add on an addition to the guild hall for that purpose? Would that be a good idea?
Best place in a city is to learn how to smith. Otherwise, we'd have the masons make one for us. It is in part what a guild hall is for. To house many, and doing so many can be taught there.
I'll see what funding I can put towards it, to put my name upon it, if that would not be too bold, so to speak.
Pulling it, the funding out of your own pocket will certainly raise some eyebrows, but not in a bad way.
Well, as long as it's not in a bad way. I'm sure I can put together a collective effort. I think there are some people that might need to recognize that all the guilds are beating hard of what keeps the city going. This curfew takes us under tow. The rest of the city, well, I couldn't imagine how it wouldn't bleed out, suffer again.
The city kind of thinks on that for a long while. He just kind of ponders in response.
Excuse me. Yes. Memnon would take these two ideas. That these are pretty, they're just challenging enough, and yet feels as if they're as if the answer is so clear as what needs to be done. Um, he will simply ask Vasily. He would just like to catch up with Vasily, maybe see how his life is going. Try to I don't want to say carouse him for just the sake of it, but just keeping in a friendly, established relationship. You know.
So you're trying to carouse them into doing what in particular?
Not necessarily to do anything, just to keep that bond there, just a friendly bond.
I mean, you can roll it, but he's not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
So, right?
He ain't about to put a knife in your back. It's cool.
Fail. You should anything. Memnon just lingers too long, chatting him up. He's like, "Go already." See Vasily doing that long yawn, like, okay, Memnon, I gotta go to bed.
He is a human.
Okay.
There's a tertiary matter. It's of no importance to you, but I thought I should let you know.
Please do tell me, Vasily.
The grain merchants have been squeezing the farmers lately with tariffs. Of course, with less people, there's less food that sells. Guild's losing money, so they've been squeezing the farmers, who in turn are now losing money. They've had a proxy working for some sort of representative or coalition in the farmlands.
And this
Just
is.
thought I'd let you know.
Oh no, I'm grateful. I do know a farmer man himself. I suppose this is hurting us when it comes to buying some basic foods for our people.
Not in particular. It's just an activity I thought you should know about.
Thank you. I'll look into that.
Yes, for some reason they refuse to meet with the grain merchants proper. There's always one particular proxy. I don't know why they just don't face them.
Does this proxy have a name?
He'll give it. I can't remember the name, but he'll give you the name.
Okay, that's fine. I suppose Memnon definitely doesn't know that name.
I don't think Memon is in though.
Okay. Yeah, Memnon will just say, well, he'll look into it, and he'll let Vasily know what may come of it. Yeah, Memnon will just bid him good night, thank him for his time, and gonna have to make another stealth check to get back home, right?
You succeeded the first one. I'll say you succeed the second. You don't need to roll, it's fine.
So Memnon will make a very careful strategy going back towards his haven. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. This was yet another scene in Deaths of the Dark Crusade. To the storyteller for taking the time to storytell, players for playing. See you again.